Hey homies, welcome back to Something New Saturday. The Saturday where I show you some new stuff. Sorry if you hear the fan, it's loud, it's hot, it's Florida. So I've got some waffle flower goodies here. Listen, when they showed a reel with this cockatoo on Instagram, I was like, how did I not know about this and how do I not have it? So I had to get it. And then I also ordered the two duotone tropical leaf stencil and the hibiscus die. So we're gonna make a very tropical card. All right, let's get this cutie pie opened up. So this is a 2-piece stencil, 1 of 2, 2 of 2. We're gonna work on Simon Hurley's smooth white, stark white, I don't know. Simon Hurley cardstock. I've got 3 distress inks here. Mowed Lawn, Rustic, and then Salvage Patina because I want a little pop of brightness, right? Okay, so we're gonna put layer numero uno down. So let's go Salvage Patina first. And I'm using small blending brushes because this is a relatively small stencil. Now these are the Pink Fresh Studio ones, but you know everybody's got them now, so whatever brand you like, go on with your bad self. So we're gonna do some Salvage Patina. Just a little bit, because I really want some extra bright in here, and I love Salvage. I also like Mermaid Lagoon. I almost did that, but that's a little too blue, so I didn't, but I thought about it. Now we're gonna go in with a Mowed Lawn, which y'all know I love me some Mowed Lawn. We're gonna do everybody with Mowed Lawn. At least everybody that's not Salvage Patinaed. Now I signed up for another watercolor class for next year, not until March, because they have 2 so far for next year. One's in March and one's in January. And we're going to Mexico in January, so couldn't do that one. Okay. Now we're going to go in with the second one and do Rustic Wilderness. Nice dark green. This is going to be a nice bold background for my bird. Bird. I did one card using him already because the day he came home, I couldn't help it. And there's a lot of pieces to him, but I'll tell you what, he's really awesome. I love a good cockatoo. You know, we thought about getting a cockatoo or maybe going the smaller route, getting a cockatiel for a while, but we ended up with these golden doodles instead. And it's a good thing because Ginger Doodle is a murderer, so having a bird in the house is probably not a good idea. All right. Is that gonna be cute or what? Yeah. Oh, yes. Nice, bold background. And you know, normally I like to go in and ink it up so it's not stark white, but I kind of think I'm gonna leave this stark white, but I might splatter over it. I'll be back with some stuff to splatter. Rustic and Salvage Patina, Distress Spray Stain, and then the Snow Flurries Distress Mica. And I'm not gonna spray them. I'm gonna pull the nozzle out and splatter them. So we've got some Rustic Wilderness there and some Salvaged Patina. I love Salvaged Patina. Oh, did a good job with that color. And then lastly, a little mica. So we got a little shimmer. Remember to ring your bell. Don't shake this way, ring your bell. Isn't that pretty? Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, we're gonna set this aside to dry and then work on our bird. Alrighty, so this is a bird of many pieces. And it also comes with some background stuff, some leaves, a branch. So we're gonna get him cut. Cut our bird body. This is your main piece of your bird, because you know bird is the word. So we'll add the extra feather pieces there. And I'm gonna tape this just so that they don't shift and, you know, end up on top of each other since it's a close fit. So we've got our main bird. We've got his extra feathers. And next be his other main body part, the part that layers over the front. We'll do one of these leaves here. Might as well take up the room, right? And then we'll do his beak and his eye and his feet. Just on this black here. And I'm gonna tape this down because it's such a small piece of paper. Got your monster leaf. Run these guys through. I cut this frond one out of the 120-pound cardstock and it did not like it. That was a little too much for it. Okay, now we're gonna cut some flowers with this blue And then I want to cut that feather piece out again out of orange because I want to give him a nice big crown. I'm going to overdo it. Actually, on a cockatoo, I believe it's called an umbrella, not a crown. But anyway, I want it to be extra. Now, I'm not going to cut the branch because I'm going to nestle him and all this stuff. So I'm not going to cut out the branch. Okay, I want to give these leaves a little extra color and definition. So I'm going to add some mowed lawn to these green ones just to kind of bring them to life a little bit. I'll tell you, when the companies started putting these small brushes out, I thought, that's dumb. I don't need that. But boy, they come in handy. You don't need them, but they are nice. And then our 2 white ones that we cut, we're going to salvage patina those. Okay, now I'm going to start working on the bird. Now for his little front, I'm just going to add a little bit, just so it's not stark white. I'm going to use some lost shadow. And like all of these cuts where the feathers are, you know, feathery, I'm going to add some gray in there. And then I'm going to do the same on his tail here, right where stuff would meet. We've got these tail feathers and umbrella feathers. And I'm going to add a little gray here and a little gray here. Again, just taking that starkness away. And then on these orange pieces, I'm going to use a little carved pumpkin. All right, let's start gluing this kid together. So we've got our main body, and then this layers over. Isn't that cool? This was really, really well done. I like the way they did this. And then we've got umbrella feathers and tail feathers. And then all the little pieces we've got is beak, which I cut out of black. His 2 little feet, which are also black. You could do black or brown depending on what you want. You could even do pink for his feet if you wanted to. And then an eyeball. Now it has 2 eyeball pieces, so you do a black and a white, but I'm just gonna use a white gel pen to put the white dot in. So this is gonna layer here. So let's get his top, like his chest and stuff on. I'm gonna use some bear glue to layer it on there. And then I'll pick him up so that I can wiggle and make sure I've got it all lined up. And then this umbrella piece is right here. Put that right in there. And then this gray umbrella piece I'm going to put behind. I said I wanted him to be extra. So, all right, now we got to do the tail feathers because that's not exactly where it's supposed to be. Then I'll layer the orange one over it. And then we add our beak and our eye. I don't think I'm going to put the feet on because he's going to be partially hidden. I probably didn't need to do all it with the tail either. And the eye goes right below this little mark. That's a good marker so you know where to put the eye. Okay, he is together. Now I need to cut my hibiscus flower. Now I want to do an orange hibiscus since I have the orange on my bird. So I'm going to do this, the main piece in white, and then the smaller piece in the orange scrap. And I'm going to ink the white piece. Let's ink our hibiscus pieces. We're going to use carved pumpkin again. I'm going to add a little bit to my orange piece and then ink up our white piece here. There we go. This is really quick and simple. I think I'm going to add a little ink to my orange flowers, just whatever's left on my brush. All right, look at that. I'm not going to trim it. I'm just going to leave it like that and center it so there's white at the top and the bottom. Now this is going to be a birthday card for a man who's turning 90. So I want to add some numbers to this background. And I have this set. This is 115. This is one of those Joann's exclusive sets. And there's numbers in here. So I'm going to stamp these on the background. And I think I'm just going to use Lost Shadow. So it'll just be barely noticeable. I'm just going to stamp this over the background, and see, you can't hardly see it. And I think I'm going to stamp this inside the card as well. So we've got something on the inside, you know, no naked insides. All right, let's get this attached to our card front. So I think I've talked about this before, but I store all my stamps in the Tim Holtz binders. They're no longer available, but I needed some more, and I was lucky enough to find somebody who had a few that I think she used to have a shop or something that she was willing to get rid of. And even like these small Joann sets, you can put 2. You actually could do 4 if you did them back to back, but that's too much for my brain. So 2 in one of these sleeves. And I've been getting the sleeves at Hobby Lobby. They're like $3 for 5 of them, and they have a tab on them, and I just cut the tab off. And when you do that, you can't tell the difference between those and the Tim Holtz ones, except the Tim Holtz ones, I will say, are a little thicker, heavier, but I don't think it really matters a whole lot. Now for the outside, I'm gonna add wishing you all you're wishing for, and then on the inside, just happy birthday. I'm not gonna use the label. I'm just gonna use the happy birthday. Yes. These leaves that came with the hibiscus they're very nice. This one this way. Oh, look it. This is just the white fun foam. All right, I think that's probably enough. And admire this bird. Let's get this trimmed off. Now we've got our outside sentiment. Just gonna go about there. Okay, I'm gonna stamp this with Jet Black Archival. That's lovely. I'll trim it down. And I think I'm gonna map this on the green. It almost looks like he's holding a sign, doesn't it? I want to get the frond there. There we go. Happy birthday. Y'all, if you don't have this set, you really need to go to Stampers Anonymous and get it. I've had this for 100 years, and it is so worth having. Handy. I'm gonna add this one in. All right, so we'll save these two for another day. And I think this card is done. Oh, no, it's not. I gotta add my little flowers. Now it's done. Alrighty, friends, here's my project for Something New Saturday. We made a birthday card with the Waffle Flower Dual Tone Tropical Leaf Stencil, the Waffle Flower Hibiscus die set, and the Waffle Flower Cockatoo bird set. What's this actually called? I put it on here. Tropical Kit die. So we've got a really cool, I'm happy with the way this turned out. Really cool stenciled background. I used Distress inks, not oxidized, regular inks. And then I splattered some spray stain and mica stain over the background. We did numbers in the background that are barely visible, all of our foliage, our lovely cockatoo, wishing you all you are wishing for, and then happy birthday inside. Again, with that background and one more leaf. I hope you like this card. This was a lot of fun. I told my husband when I made the first card, you know, I need to sit down and take time and make just like 10 of these and stash them away, because he does take a hot minute, right? Y'all have a lovely day. Remember, be excellent to each other and go make something. Bye-bye.